Hey, by the way, I love your picture of your dog. Okay, that's
Oh,
awesome.
thank you. He's actually sitting like right here, right beside me, waiting for his lunch. So
Perfect, perfect.
thank you. Well, Sifu, it's great to be talking to you today. How is it like? I know sometimes, some time has passed and things, but when you're able to watch things back, how are you feeling today?
Yeah, today is a roller coaster of emotions for
Right.
sure. You know, getting a chance to digest it all and then see it on TV is different. I'm excited that I got a chance to play this amazing game, and definitely feeling the loss. But I understand, and I'm moving forward, and I love it. I love this game.
Now, for those who don't know, explain to them, like, maybe wondering, like, why didn't Dude play Shot in the Dark? Why didn't he play Phony Idol? Explain to them what happened that day.
Yeah, so full intention would have been to do both of them if I could, but
Right.
I had left my bag just like Drew back at the camp, and that will do it. I wouldn't say that is the major defining point, but it's definitely a highlight. It's definitely a big one because I spent some time, man, on that fake idol, right?
Explain to us too, like, how did the fake idol come about? When did the idea come, and how did you put it all together?
Sure. Yeah, I felt definitely on the outs for sure at a
Right.
certain point. I was like, there's got to be some contingency plan, something to either do. I know the potential of drawing attention, but it also
Right.
has the potential to, deflect. And so I was like, I got to put this idol together. So here I am, at night, during the day when people are talking and walking, I'm over here like, okay, Art, let's go. Together. It was elaborate for sure. It was this big, beautiful, shells and everything, and beads and whatnot. But it for me, it was worth it as a chance in the game. You got to play the
Yeah.
game. I don't, there's so much uncertainty in this game, so it led every single person to believe I had an idol, which was great in certain instances. So I don't know. I think it was good.
Now, we saw the dynamics at Reba and what was going on there. It seemed like you were just could never get out of the bottom. You were always playing from behind. Explain to people the dynamics there and why you just couldn't break through any of that, because it must have been really frustrating, Sifu.
Sure. So I find it to be, it was kumbaya for a while. We were
Right.
doing it on the beach, we were enjoying each other's company, but the one moment is for them was just me getting caught, and they were able to utilize that, whether they were malicious or not, which I don't believe they were. They
Right.
were just able to use that moment to, hey, let's just put it on Sifu. He was digging around, or he's searching, or this and that. So it was an easy deflecting point, and I believe I just went out there as a big kid to play, and I enjoyed it. I had a great time, but I think that that moment for sure was easy to put me on the bottom of that. But there was nothing outside of that behind the scenes or anything that would have caused any animosity or anything.
Right. Now, for people who maybe, not are not into that world and don't know this, but you explained over and over again how you were at camp and you could just feel something was different. Some really like Bruce Lee shit about like, like you got to flow with water and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah,
One of my idols, gotta say. Um, Explain
definitely.
to people, especially that day when you were voted out, how that felt to you, because some people may not understand or not be as aware as you are, right?
So in those moments, like, even if I seem oblivious, I'm definitely reading the room. I'm definitely
Right.
understanding, because there are different feelings to each and every person. We've
Right.
all been through something different. We've all experienced something different. Everybody has a different perspective and experience in their life, and
Right.
I attach myself to those things per person. That way I can understand what makes you tick, what you do when you're mad, you do when you're happy. So I get the whole array of emotions.
Right.
That's how I connect, and I can feel this presence from each person, whether
Right.
you're coming with a genuine feeling, an uplifting feeling, or whether you're coming to me with kind of a suspicious outlook, and I
Yeah.
can see right through you. You see that? you know I can see right into it. And whether I decide to act like, oh, I'm oblivious and I'm this, or whether I decide to
Right.
go another way is truly up to me. But the game definitely allowed me to full-fledged feel different energies, and also mine. Mine
Right.
was dwindling different in different ways. It was high and low because of the starving, because of the where I'm 7,000 miles away from home. So,
Now, you mentioned again, and we saw how dedicated you are to the Tai Chi and the beliefs and the exercise and all of that. Explain to people who may not know what brought that into your life, because I think that's a really important thing, and how it, helped you and assisted you quite a lot. And I think it does a lot of people. I think your story is not alone in that sense, right?
sure. So I, as a young boy, was watching my father in the front yard do Tai Chi. This
Right.
man never forced me to do any competitions or anything. He just purely influenced me by being a great man and doing it in front of me. And from there, I picked it up. My
Yeah.
father he fought in the Vietnam War.
Wow.
He Yeah, he did a lot of great things in his life, and he's still with us today. But he's one of the people that have influenced me to take up this art and teach the world a piece of it if I can. So,
And what would your advice? I mean, I have young nephews myself. What would your advice about why they should get into this? I mean, I know there's the focus, there's the discipline and all that, but why is it important, especially for younger people, to get involved with this, Sifu?
yeah, you nailed it with the focus and discipline. But more important is to define who you are. That is
Right,
a lot of people have a trouble with. They will typically address their job or something about them, but
right,
who you are is found through martial arts, is found through my Tai Chi and things like that. Having your own individuality, like delving deep into what it takes to persevere in the fire of, fighting or training or even doing stances that may hurt.
yeah.
You get to understand, can I do this? Am I capable of this? What is next for me? So I think that every young person should at least try to meditate, try to do some Tai Chi, try to do some boxing,
Right.
something that gets them moving more for so they can figure out who they are and they're a part of a system. They're a part of something that's growing. So
Now, I ask this to all the survivors because, again, we only get to see like a little bit of everything that goes on there, because obviously, they've got to edit it for time. Is there anything about your journey, Sifu, whether it was a moment with somebody, a bond you made, or a strategy? Was there anything that you wish fans would have seen about your journey on Survivor that maybe they didn't?
well, to keep it short, I guess, because there's a few. Yeah, I had great moments of understanding people's story.
Right.
Every single person uh, gave me their story, and we talked, and I got to see them truly for who they are outside of the game. There were tears shed about many things. I got a chance to share that I lost two of my best friends with some of these people that meant the world to me, Dustin and Doug. And these were my bandmates I grew up with, and we played music all over. They aren't here with me now, and I got a chance to really share that and use that fuel and that fire to just keep pushing every day. But I want everyone to know that my story doesn't end here. I'm gonna keep fighting. I'm gonna keep pushing. I've got everything in the toolbox to do so.
Now, you were able to watch everything back now, and obviously, there's a lot you didn't get to see that was going on. What's the thing that most surprised you the most, Sifu, of watching things back and seeing things that you didn't personally see yourself?
The evolution of Emily was interesting because I stood there on the barge and we're all, hey, we're here, and then boom. I'm like, did she just say that? Like, animosity. I was like, this, and you paint this picture. You're like, that's her
Right,
person.
right.
She's going to be, hot headed. These are the things that you're thinking. And
Yes.
so to see her, to actually meet her, I'm like, wait, what? You know, that doesn't even make sense. And then to watch it back, I'm like, wow, there was a great evolution there. So Emily, definitely, she was one that was beautiful to watch transform.
Right. Well, Sifu, I want to thank you for spending some time with us today, taking the time to talk to us. All the best in the future towards you. And who knows, maybe your Survivor journey isn't over just yet, Sifu. You never know.
This isn't the last time you see Sifu.
Great. Have a great day, Sifu. And again, once again, all the best of luck to you in everything you pursue.
Hey, I have one more thing. You got to add some Dragon Ball Z trinkets back there, man.
Hey,
Okay.
my son is I got him into anime when he was younger, so with Bleach and all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
And now
love.
he's the biggest Dragon Ball fan in the world now, and he's been going through all the episodes. It's like, and I think he's down to like he's got 10 more to go, but he started right from the beginning and has gone to today. So I got to admire his dedication, but he loves that show more than anything. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a big I like One Punch Man,
Oh,
My Hero Academia, and Bleach, and some of the classic ones. But I also love Spy Family. I love that
yeah.
show. That's
Amazing.
fantastic.
Love it, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Seafood. Take care, and again, all the best to you, my friend.
Appreciate it.